Hi, welcome to the 48th episode of Philo. Wow, I'm so praised. We're on episode 48. Gosh, the name of today's episode is it's not the Sally Turtle Raphael show. Gosh, it is my Philo ran off with an octopus. That's the name of our episode. Robin's going to be here in just a minute, but we do have our guests. Our special guest for today is Jeremy Fuscaldo, an artist from the East Coast, and I swear I have all of this information ready. I swear by my professionalism in many ways, and yes. So let me go here. You are an illustrator, comic book artist, many things. Comic-Con, Baltimore Comic-Con, FlameCon, Small Press Expo, and then creator of characters Amelie Emity, and self-published my own sketchbooks and webcomics.
I think it's pronounced Amelia Enmity, but yes.
Amelia, yes. I'm sorry, I should have asked beforehand. I'm like the worst interviewer.
And to clarify, I have self-published my own comics, and I have contributed to comic anthologies before.
Yeah.
But I feel like it still is a long way before I become a full-time comic book artist for major company.
Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. You have paper. You put panels on the paper,
Yep.
and you put shit in the panels, and you fold it, right? You made a comic. Even if you never sell the comic, you made a comic. You're a comic
Absolutely.
artist, right? So never sell yourself short. By the way, Magic Marmot in chat says hi.
Hello, Magic Marmot.
Hi to you. And Robin tells me in chat that she's almost in, so she'll be in just a second. What I will do is I will review where we left off in the story, and let me put this one in the big window for us, and then that way we can see it all the way. So this is the last page that's up on the website right now. It has the original captions on it, so the captions are all over the place. But the last panel that Kane Lynch drew was, I'm in love with an octopus now. We're done. Philo breaks Pluto's heart. And then, boo-hoo-hoo, they end up on a three-way love triangle show with Raphael. And then, lies, Pluto plays the victim. Philo, were there any good memories? Raphael asks Philo a pointed question. Philo thinks, and he can only think of like one or two. Pluto thinks too of his good memories, and there's like this awful memory of being like tied up and on a leash, and like there's a ball gag in his mouth. Armand thinks, and it's like meeting Philo for the first time. Meeting Philo for the first time, and then, the camera panning to the fireplace, and then, when they have their kiss, the dog thinks of tearing up the skeleton of Bluto's, and then, surprise guest, Armand's past lover, Nurse Ratchet Oil. So that's where we left off. Let's see. Do you want to take first panel? Do you want me to take first panel?
Well, I am the guest stars. I'm gonna give it my best shot for this first one.
You are good for you. Okay,
right.
I'm gonna bring up your screen then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's set this up. Let's do this, and then that way I can bring up my screen too. So make sure you number your panel. Panel 1.
Okay. Okay.
And then yeah.
So we see a suggestion. Everybody either outside the Shrew Storm, and we have a chance of extracting our hero. I propose Ed McHam steps on stage with a huge check for Bluto. Let's see. I kind of like the idea of how Bluto would be scummy enough to accept a bribe, because he's that corruptible. And as David Xantos would say, if you pay a man enough, he'll walk barefoot into hell.
Which is such a great line from a Disney cartoon of all places. Yes. And Xanatos was, do you remember who played David Xanatos?
Yep, it was Star Trek actor
Jonathan Frakes.
Frakes.
Yes!
Next Generation.
Yes, there were so many Star Trek alum on the gargoyles. I actually have like 3 gargoyles over on my shelf over here right now. Nico figures of gargoyles. I got Broadway in his coat, and then I have Brooklyn with his like glasses, and I have a really good Goliath where I glued in the wings.
Okay, so I'm trying to get started on the first panel. Bluto, obviously, accepting the money. I'm gonna need a bit of a refresher course. Who is Ed McMahon again? I should know this, but I'm forgetting it.
Okay. You have the power of the internet in front of you.
All right.
You may Google foo during the show. This is a power I grant thee during the show. Right. Yes.
McMahon.
Yeah, Ed McMahon. He used to host Price is Right, and he would always say spay and neuter your pets, and then he used to hand out giant checks for Publishers Clearinghouse. It sounds like we got Robin. Yay! We got a Robin in the room. Hi, Robin.
Hello.
How are you doing?
All right.
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing pretty good. Yes. So what we're doing is we are having Ed McMahon come on with a distracting check for Bluto. And I'm thinking because we just had Nurse Ratched come on stage, she should tell her story.
Okay. A flashback?
Well, yeah, like we had Nurse Ratched, like we had an olive oil beforehand, and I feel like Nurse Ratched and that olive oil should be the same one, and that would tie things, and then I feel like like all of that evil hate that Philo pulled out in front of him earlier in the story, I feel like that was the oil that made her powers. Do you remember that? Yeah. So
that's a good idea.
That's kind of where I'm thinking.
I like it.
Yeah. Johnny Carson's sideman, he's immortal now. Oh yeah, he's the one that used to say, here's Johnny. That's right. He was the one that said that first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Robin? Are you just tired after a long...
I'm just waiting for my Starbucks to arrive. It should be here in about 5 minutes, I think. No, I was just anxious because I was so late. I was like, it kept taking forever to load.
Jeremy?
Yep.
Jeremy, write in your caption second.
Okay. Let me type it in. Okay. Yes. Which font should I use?
It doesn't matter. I use Captain's Talk, but you can write in whatever you want. You can handwrite in your caption. Just make sure you write in a caption for me. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what happens next. This is Nurse Ratched oil tells her story. Well, I never hold it against you if you're late, because I know you're like living a life and it's okay, and I'm here and I can hold down the fort for a couple minutes.
Yep. There you go. Come on.
I started doing Chuck's show again in the morning on Saturdays, so my Saturday is long too.
Yeah, and today it's like this weekend and the next 4 days, of course, it's going to be madness because everybody's buying all their stuff for Christmas. Giant turkey.
Let's see, in McMahon.
Party platters and lots of boxes of bacon and chicken fingers. Yeah.
Yeah, I
did write a really dumb joke today though.
Yeah, what was that?
So what's Whitney Houston's favorite vegetable?
I don't know. I don't know, something.
Oh God.
That's a great
and I will always love you. And dive. Sorry. It's a dumb grocery store joke, but I came up with it while I was working. and the customer had the end
All right, let's look at Bluto.
The thing is those are like the best jokes because they keep you going during the day.
Yeah,
because they're there at the perfect moment, and it's like this inside joke to yourself that's like, oh, I love it. There's in video games and stuff, there's like these little sprite characters that always show up in video games that are like running gags, like the smiley face guy that always shows up in like Unreal games and stuff like that because the developers, it was some inside joke inside the studio and they added it. They always add it to their games.
Yes.
It's like an Easter egg that you can find.
That needs to be fixed a little.
Let's see. So we would have, I guess we would have the octopus in the middle. We would have Armand in the middle. We would have Philo. Maybe I should just make it smaller. So I have more space. And then...
Oh my god. This is my first time... Sorry.
You could put them in the corner. Because we already know they're kind of there, right? And then you have some more room to do everything else.
Yeah, you're right. And then what I'll do is instead of... I'll have them like small, and then I'll have her big, telling her story. Like that. As she tells her story with her inky powers.
Oh my god.
So
I read
let's
an
see.
interview recently with Shelley Duvall, and she said that she felt that Olive Oil was her best character because she was so fully developed. It was like the first character she had where there was depth, which is kind of sad because I don't know how many movies she was in before she was Olive Oil, but she was in a couple, more than a few.
You know, I don't think I shared this before. If I did, I think I forgot. It was when I grew up in my grandparents' house, I used to watch the old Popeye cartoons, both the one from the 1930s, and I think the at the time they were still theatrical, but they were a little more modernized. The animation was a little more different. And I'm trying to think of the one that I remember.
What were they wasn't it Fleischman who did those old? The Fleischman brothers that did those old.
The Fleischer Studios did the original animation cartoons, and you know, this is
they're
what's
really good.
Cool.
Their stuff's really good.
Yeah, this is like okay. So this is what's cool about the Fleischer Studios is they used to build 3-dimensional sets, and that's how they faked like perspective. So when they would have the character like walking a distance or something, the camera would be panning over a 3-dimensional set, right? So you would see things like the building perspective change because the set's perspective changed, right? As the flat characters cells were just the walk cycle over the front of it. They did amazing things like that. They had like wheels of these sets that they would rotate. And Sinbad in the Seven Thieves with Popeye is probably one of the greatest animations that they did with these kinds of backgrounds. UPA did the 50s Popeye cartoons for TV. And then the cameras were stationary. The sets were built on big turntables. That's what Magic Marmot. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying is like these big wheels is the turntables. But yeah. It's the Fleischer Studios did amazing things. The Superman cartoons were rotoscoped, and so the Fleischer Studios they pioneered.
That's when I first started.
Yeah, so they pioneered the rotoscope technology, and I mean they did the same thing for Coco the Clown and Betty Boop. But the Superman cartoons are just an opus of beauty and color and just they're amazing. It's to this day they still stand up.
Like,
they're incredible.
Not super cheesy. I have to go get my. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
On my way back from tabling at Jersey City at a holiday pop-up at Jersey City, I was watching an old Max Fleischer clip of Superman doing the iconic punching back the beam, and it was really incredible to see just how fully animated the character animation of Superman was. Even the villain, just trying to give him everything he got, but it's just not enough.
Oh yeah, it's interesting to see what Disney kind of put into the vault that wasn't theirs. You're like, it's in the Disney vault, right? Because they took over so much that people don't even realize what else was out there, because Disney just kind of took over everything and stamped everything down. In Fleischer Studios is kind of one of those that just kind of got stamped down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it could have been so much better. Gulliver was rotoscope, but nothing can touch the 40 Superman cartoons. Yeah, we were talking about that, Kay. Yeah.
Here we go. My first attempt at drawing Ed McMahon.
There's a first time for everything.
Yep.
Well, he's got glasses because you got the right square eyes.
Okay, I hope that I'm able to provide a more accurate portrayal of Ed McMahon in the future, but for all intents and purposes, this is just a fun little caricature.
Again, perfect to see it done.
The Bluto is great.
Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, see, it's just about being fun. Do you want to talk about your awesome party that you got to hang out with in New York, being awesome because you're so awesome?
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 2 days ago, I believe it was Thursday night, I went to a animation mixture at New York City. It's part of Women in Animation New York City. So there's the Women in Animation organization, which is a movement dedicated to highlighting the accomplishments of women all across the animation workspace, and it's a movement I've been actively supportive of many years. I was a member, and still am a member, and I had went to one of their parties and for one of their mixtures, and I think this may have been the first one in 5 years that I was at.
That's a long wait.
It was. And part of the reason why I don't think I've been as active with the holiday mixtures with an animation in a while is because, well, the pandemic happened and everything just fell apart for a lot of people, and it was hard to keep track because everybody was in despair. And then I think as soon as 2022, 2023 rolled around, I began becoming a little bit more active in a lot of animation group forums on Discord, and eventually I it was this year I became a little more active in some animation spaces again, and it was a few months ago I went to an animation picnic in Central Park, and then again it was with Women in Animation here.
That sounds like a lot of
this past Thursday.
Fun.
Yeah, it was great. I got
just tell us where the party was. You're talking around the point.
Okay. The party was at Titmouse, New York, at their New York City building, and so I can't talk about what exactly went on, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I got to meet members of the Women in Animation New York City chapter leaders, and one of them was my animation professor for at least 2 classes. There's a chance it may have been 3, because I do remember at least several occasions. It was her name is Ashley Gertz, by the way. She's a really great animator, and I think she had just unveiled one of her projects she's been doing for Sesame Street, and it was nice running into her again. She was a great teacher.
Well, good. Yeah, you know, so anyway, I'm just trying to let you show off the fact that you've been rubbing elbows with like cool people in the animation industry.
The animation literate.
Yeah. K-Bird says, yes, Oob was mighty. He left to do his own cartoons, then returned to Disney with an innovative IBM photocopying technique for cells, ended up winning an Academy Award for Technical Innovation, I think 1963. Yeah, they're talking about Oob iWorks in animation.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
One of my most favorite books of all time that I have in my collection is the artist behind Disney animation. And so there's like guys like Irvin Earl who did all the background for Sleeping Beauty and had like a very specific palette. And then there's like Mary Blair who did like Alice in Wonderland, who's very distinctive in her style too, and it bled through into the Disney look. And then one of the things that I was really excited to read is when I was a kid, I used to read a lot of Bill Peet kids books, and I had no idea that he worked for Disney. And so he did like a lot of the art for 101 Dalmatians, and he was very focused on bringing like a sort of jazz element to the cartoon. So I love learning about the artists behind Disney, in the old Disney anyways. Hey, can we turn the music down a touch?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
I love it, but it's just really, really loud.
No, I'm sorry. I need to turn it down. Let me change it to down tempo. Down tempo usually doesn't do me wrong.
That was nice music, though. I liked it.
Yeah, but it was starting to get into the repetitive zone for me.
Okay. Here we go. Bluto. So, yeah, the event was really great. It was nice being at Women in Animation again, and being at a animation mixture again. Without getting specific, I did feel a little bit inspired after that evening, because I felt like I was connecting with a lot of peers and with a lot of members of the New York City chapter. And my goal is that as we head into the year 2025, which is going to be filled with hardship, that I try to enter and be more active in the animation industry again. Here we go, Bluto.
I remember the first time he was elected. Henry
can you center your image, Jeremy?
Center? All right. Center like this, like that.
Yeah. That way we can see what you're drawing.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I cut you off, Robin. I didn't mean to.
Oh, it's okay. I was just saying, I just remember after the first Trump election, Henry Rollins was like, now's the time to create art.
Yeah.
This is what you were born for. Create more art.
Oh, yeah. Henry Rollins is Henry Rollins doing okay? He hasn't gone.
No, you know what he's been doing lately that's really interesting?
Yeah.
I don't know how he got on this, but he goes to like war-torn countries or super poor countries and goes and talks to the teenagers and gives them hope, and like good. Interviews them and just like talks to them. And then he comes back and he talks about it. That was the last thing I heard of him doing.
Oh.
That is like such a Henry Rollins thing to do, and it's like good for you. You know, I feel like that's somebody who's listening to people who normally don't have a voice, and then coming back and saying, this is what these people are saying who normally aren't heard.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. And so I'm totally behind that. That's cool. That's very punk of him.
Yeah.
He did this bit on a routine I saw where he was talking about that. But the bit was kind of like what would happen if women came to power in politics. It was really funny. I think at one point he was like, there would be blood in the streets and then everything would be okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I just wanted to survive 2025, says Magic Marmot.
Hi, Kay.
Me too, Magic Marmot.
Yeah, Magic Marmot. Yeah.
Magic Marmot. Sorry.
Yeah. Marmot like a critter or a varmint.
Yeah, my hope is that we will see our first female president as soon as possible. I feel like we're really overdue, and
we had a really good candidate, and people would rather vote for the worst person possible. Apparently.
Yeah. It's just so sad.
I feel like to brag that we had one years and years ago, but man, was she in for a really short period of time. I think she only got in because she was taking over for the prime minister was getting kicked out. And also, like, they vilified her big time. Big time.
Okay. I think I have a panel of Bluto accepting a check.
No women could serve.
Oh! I'm almost missing something important to make it official. Hold on. Hold on. I got him.
I was recently watching Wolf. You know her, that comedian?
Which one?
Michelle Wolf. She's like a short.
Yes. Yes, I'm familiar with her. Yeah.
She does a lot of political stuff, but she's really funny, and I like her a lot.
Oh my God, Bluto's just look at this. This is capitalism in a nutshell, everyone.
Perfect.
And oh my God, Bluto is the one. Hold it. I gotta make sure to make it more black and white.
I keep forgetting to say it to Kay because we're always focused on story and drawing at the time, but now that we've become friends on Facebook, Kay, I had no idea Kay was so into like old dolls and stuff. And that is
yeah.
I mean, I collect action figures and I'm not so much into old stuff, but I find the history of it all really interesting. When I went to Belgium, I got to go to this toy museum, and it was really, really cool. Like all the super ancient stuff they had in there, and then some of the modern stuff they had as well. And there was a dude in the back, had a secret little room, and he was like the toy fixer guy. And I took his photo, and he was just kind of like, why? This old man. But I was just like, no, this is so cool. You're surrounded by all these like puppet parts and doll parts, and you're like the fixer, you know, of this ancient Belgium toy museum. It was really cool.
My God. I just drew Bluto accepting a check from Ed McMahon. Oh, better fix that right there. Whoop, wrong thing. So there we go.
I like it.
I better make sure I add Bluto a check.
That's and gives. There should be an S. But I think it's totally on point with Bluto. Like it's the Bluto we know and love.
Yep. Or the Bluto we know and hate.
Are you finished with your panel?
I am.
Excellent, because I'm finished with my panel. So we can move on to the next set of panels. Excellent.
What happened in her backstory here before we go on?
Okay, so letting Jeremy know where we're headed in the story, and of course we got to talk to chat. Nurse Ratchet Oil tells her story. And so what her story is when Philo exploded out his hate way back at the battered Philo shelter. That hate was the oil that she fell into, and that is how she is now Nurse Ratchet Oil. But we don't know yet that she is also the one that was with Bluto earlier in the story. So maybe just behind a big sensor box, since we're doing PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
This with just does like Bluto's hat hanging on the sensor box.
Oh boy! Oh no! Oh, no.
Okay, so you're doing panel 3, and I'm doing panel 4.
Okay, so
you could have their two heads in shadow, and then over the rest of it have like that Black Panther that used to be on porno boxes.
Oh dear. Where is
Panther?
So what's my panel for panel 3?
So your panel 3 is she has to explain that she's also the same olive oil that was with Bluto earlier in the story, but she has to do it in a PG-13 way.
Okay.
Oh,
You did this for yourself.
Let me look up olive oil. Let me look up references of olive oil. Olive oil.
Yeah. Olive oil Popeye, I would recommend.
well, you can just show them having
it.
a love scene, not a sex scene. Like they're looking across the room in the hearts, and then that's how they hook up. They don't have to jump in.
Trying to think of how to. Let's see. So olive oil is explaining how she and Bluto met, or how she and Popeye
no,
met.
I like what I was. You know what? Let me take panel 3. And you change yours to panel 4 because I have a good idea for panel 3.
Okay.
And then so I'm gonna do that. She explains that she's with them, and then don't forget she's also Armand's ex-lover. So maybe you explain how she met Armand in your panel.
Okay. Who's Armand again?
Armand's the octopus.
The who?
The octopus.
Okay.
And she gets around. I forgot she was Armand's lover.
Yeah, well, she was brought on as Armand's lover. Yes.
All right. I think I got an idea. She wants to hook up with a giant octopus. I've got something that will definitely be, a giant octopus worthy of. It's the shape of water. It's just
the shape of water.
I'm going to try to make this silly as possible.
Silly is good. It's
yeah, we love silly on this show.
Yeah, silly is
I
loud.
love silly.
Okay.
I love silly.
No, too much silliness.
Silly.
This isn't a
suspect, I think.
episode, okay? We can have as much silly as we want.
Like, this is how I got it. It's olive oil swimming underwater. It's olive oil swimming underwater, just kissing the giant octopus on the cheek or forehead.
Now, before you go that direction, Armand is human-sized.
Oh.
He spends a lot of time out of the water, let's be fair. He spends most of his time out of the water.
Okay, then I know what I got it. I know what I must do.
Somehow he is able to breathe.
Okay. I know what I must do. So Armand, let me see. How to make Armand look human size. Let's see. They're dancing in the water, sort of like Superman and Lois, sort of flying, dancing midair.
That sounds appropriate.
Can you read my mind? That's what Lois asked Superman when they're dancing, flying in the air. Is, can you read my mind?
I'm not talking about Richard Donner, though it still is a good film. I'm talking about the James Gunn Superman.
So Kay says she's going to get 3 ancient and wonderfully messed up dolls from an auction dealer and trade for a bunch of early 1950s dollies that aren't messed up. Wow, I'd love to see pictures of all of it. A Magic Marmot wants to know Kay's Facebook, and Kay's like, we're already friends.
Yeah, you guys are already friends.
And then I love it. Kay says, erstwhile, she is Minnesota's youngest antique doll authority, which I think is excellent.
Okay, so I think I got a rough of Armand looking more like a squid. In fact, I think I'm gonna make him look a little bit like Squidward. He has to be human-like, right?
Sure.
All right.
He's actually just looks like a normal, like, regular octopus.
Yeah, he's just an octopus.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not like, there's no special design. I don't have like model sheets,
which is like a real looking octopus.
Yeah, I don't have like model sheets with these characters, okay?
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I'm on the script.
We're on the same octopus page.
You're expecting model sheets.
It's just like the shape of water. It's the shape of water, but with olive oil.
So romantic.
Octopage. says Magic Marmot. And then Esther Weil, Minnesota's youngest antique bell authority. Oh, that was Kay talking about the Esther Weil. And then oh my gosh, I know what I'm gonna do for the background. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. So much fun. You guys don't even understand.
So how's your second gig on Saturdays going there, Amber?
Today was interesting because we had like a 4 or 5 hour meeting on Thursday to go over format. And so like one of my things that I was insistent upon, because you know me, is tech check. Is, we all should get into the room early. We should make sure that, all of our stuff is there, all of our art supplies. And so it worked. Tech check worked. And that was good and stuff. We did a couple drawings that were kind of holiday related, and it was, I can show the drawings if you want, but it's not important. Yeah, it was fun. It's a hangout with Chuck and Dale, and then we're gonna kind of figure out what to do from there.
So what's up with the top hat that Dale seems to be wearing all the time now? I thought he was a gorilla man.
Dale is a unique person. And he went to a Dickens fair and he money on that hat. And now he's finding every excuse to wear it.
That's fair. That's totally fair if you spend a ton of money on it.
Yeah, and
I would do the same thing.
Yeah, and so he is wearing it during the show, which, you know what? It's the internet. Be weird. We live in a new age. Lady Gaga exists in the world. Wear the hat. Mm-hmm. I judge not, because I think that whimsy is something that should be encouraged in this world.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool. I was just curious, the impetuous behind it.
Yes.
Okay, I think I got it. I think I got an Armando and olive oil underwater together.
Nice.
Okay. Now I'm gonna do the next step and ink them together. Tale as old as time.
I've always found Olive Oil to be aesthetically pleasing as a cartoon character.
Yeah, but I found her to be very flat as a character, personality-wise. Her interests...
I like her look.
Her interests...
Black hair, red shirt, the length, the length.
Her interests are Sweet Pea,
mm-hmm.
Popeye, and Bluto, and pitting those two against each other to see what happens. And yeah, it's not like the best kind of character trait, you know?
No.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Delete layer. Okay, let's do this. Let's put you in a mask. I'll do that.
Hey, Jeremy, someone named Sarah says hi.
Oh, and I think I know who that is. Oh my god, it's Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Okay.
Hi. I know who it is.
That's fun to say.
She's a fellow comic artist. Me and her have corresponded before. Her name is Sarah Tillery. She's a really incredible artist. You should go check her out. Her work out. She deserves more recognition, and she's very good friend.
Well, drop your IG. Drop your IG and website and stuff. You know, and I'll be able to check it out after the show.
And so can everyone in the comments.
Yes. I fully encourage the sharing of art links. And so, yeah, it won't be blocked. Go ahead and do it.
Oh, my Starbucks person put a happy face on my bag.
Aw.
That's so cute. Look, I just noticed. You see it?
Aw. What, do you live in a small town?
Pretty much. I feel like it all the time, man. I was just lamenting on, what was it? Menopause on Reddit. It's like a menopause Reddit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's no women's clinic in this stupid small ass town.
Let's see.
Women's clinics are nice.
Yes, always. Always nice. Okay, we'll do that. And then what we will do is...
Let's see. Let me get her hair done right.
So do you want to know what the present I got for my nephew for Christmas?
What's that?
Sure.
He's 3, so it's not going to be like super exciting, but I'm excited to give it to him. So like it's a card game, and on the card there's a number from 1 to 6. And then you have like these 3 dials, and then whatever card you pull, it says like 3, for example, you turn the dial 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point in the turning of the dials, a dinosaur jumps out of a cage.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes. Nice. He'll love it.
Yes. And I figured I'll also teach him patience because he's got to wait his turn.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll also teach him numbers better, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's nice. I'm
You
trying
said
to.
he's... Oh, I'm sorry. I interrupted. What were you going to say?
I am trying to get my nephew something special. I want to say what it is, but I'm worried if, like, one day he discovers the audio when he's old enough, it won't be a surprise anymore. The one thing I can say is that I am trying to get him something Avatar Last Airbender related.
Nice.
Because I want him to grow up with a loving uncle as supportive as Iroh, and I do not want to see him get challenged to an Adnikai duel by my brother.
Okay, let's
I'm
see.
kidding, of course.
Let's see. I gotta put this one down here, and
You've
then...
had snow for a while, Amber?
Huh?
You've had snow over in Denver for a while now?
Actually, it is no snow right now. Just kind of, it's been in the, like, at night it gets down to about 25, but during the day it's been in the 50s.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. How can we...
We've had it really warm for a while, but we finally got snow the last couple of days. Like, lots.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did all that in Fahrenheit. I didn't do conversion for you. I'm sorry.
I'm starting to figure it out.
Okay. I still want to, I want to be, supportive of my...
I was watching this sitcom with Joel McHale because he's my super, super favorite crush.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called like Animal Control, and they like, go around and get animals and stuff. Anyways, it's filmed in Vancouver, and it's painful for me to watch it. And I'm like in my head going, because I lived there for 11 years, and I'm just like, I could be stalking Joel McHale politely right now. I'd be so polite because I totally respect his marriage, but I would totally be wanting to like meet him. But anyways, at one point in the show, so some of the actors are Canadian, right? And at one point in the show, one of the other actors shows up and he's all like, yeah, we caught this guy. He was this many meters long, and I used the doesn't shut centimeter hook, and it took us clicks to get there. And then Joel McHale's character is like, yeah, that's a lot of Canadian metric.
Okay, let me get the bubbles in here.
But that's how I knew it was a Vancouver show when that guy showed up, because he had his own sitcom on CBC called Mr. D, where he was like a basketball coach.
And you're like, wait a second, I know that guy.
Yeah, is this a Canadian show? Oh yeah, totally filmed in Vancouver.
I'm looking for like the love hearts, from like the manga stuff that I have.
This is if you're doing a manga reference.
Yeah, you know, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm just being cheesy.
Yeah, you know, but I could have sworn I had like love hearts.
Cases
Maybe
Minneapolis got 6 to 7 inches on Thursday. That's a lot. And then Magic Marmot broke out the snowblower.
let's see. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right, let's go back into here.
You're totally
Okay.
right, Magic Marmot. It still is, but the biggest thing was that it was a lot of it had to do with the exchange rate. It was really cheap for Americans to come to Canada and do that stuff. Magic Marmot's just saying that Vancouver was the hot place for filmmaking in the late 90s and early aughts. And that's when I lived there. I lived there from 95 to 2006. And I was heavy into the film scene. I mean, I wasn't into it, but I was like, I knew a lot of Canadian films happening and all the American. Like, I had friends in weird shit. Like, my friend Keith, he was in the opening scenes of Romeo Must Die.
Yeah.
Leah and Jet Li movie. He was like the big black guy who got his butt kicked by the scrawny Japanese guy. And then another friend of mine was like a production assistant on that Catwoman movie with Halle Berry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Stories about how like the director had like no idea what he was doing, how like every day he was just throwing shit at the wall and trying to see what stuck. Like, yeah, it was kind of cool living in Vancouver because you'd meet or people that were involved in stuff. Or you too, like I have met I like didn't meet him, but one time I was walking down the street and what's his name, Ryan Gosling walked by me and I laughed because at the time he was in this TV show, this Canadian TV show called Breaker High, which was about a bunch of high school students on a cruise ship going country to country, and that's how they were learning. And his character was the dork, like the really smarmy dork that no one really liked. And so when he walked by me, I just like laughed at him. I was like, "What the hell?" And I kept walking, but you know, not realizing he was going to be the Ryan Gosling.
It also influenced filmmaking and lighting, especially. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Hey, Jeremy, could you center your image again?
Sure.
Nice. That looks good.
I'm gonna hold on. Let me toggle this real quickly because
I'm loving the use of dark backgrounds. You did it too, Amber, in your last panel with Inky Nurse Ratchet. I liked it.
I got it.
Let's see. So we got that, and then can you center it again?
Okay. Here we go. There we go. The shape of olive oil.
Okay. So do you want to take panel 5 or do you want to take panel 6?
Okay. What's panel 5 and 6?
We don't know yet. All right, because we covered the fact that she's dated Armand.
Everybody on stage.
Yeah, except for Philo. You know, except for Philo. So like would like it's Sally Turtle Raphael. Like do we cut back?
We should have her in the next panel. We haven't seen her in a while.
Well, wait. Kay had a suggestion way up here about what was it? We need to bring on the climax. Everybody's present, either inside or outside of Cthulhu's room, and we have a chance. Oh no, that was the Ed McMahon reference. Yeah, time for the rope ladder. That says Kay. Is time for the rope ladder. Should we have a confrontation between Philo and Bluto? I feel like is Bluto's story complete because he got the check? Like,
I think he would. I think going back to my comment about the incentive for people to do bad things when dark money is involved, he would definitely. I think the story would definitely continue.
Okay.
Like maybe I'm trying to think. Like this is a jab at he who shan't be named because there was news about Elon the Schmuck threatening Congress for if you do this bill, I'm going to vote you all out.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about Bluto and stuff like that, okay?
I'm just trying to get a correlation because I think Bluto would just try to I think Bluto would threaten retaliation against somebody that maybe like threaten to fire somebody under McMahon's orders.
So wait. So no. Okay. Bluto is the villain of the story. He has tried to hurt and control Philo this whole time. Mm-hmm. Philo is finally in a position where he can leave, right? And Bluto is distracted by money right now.
Absolutely.
And the audience seems distracted by Olive Oil's story. So is this Philo's chance?
This is an excellent time for Sally, Turtle, Raphael to redirect.
Yeah.
And I think Nurse Ratchet Oil is maybe in it for the money as well, and maybe she swipes it from Bluto, and that causes a whole different kind of confrontation. Because Magic Marmot and Kate don't think Philo and Bluto should confront each other right now.
Where's the dog?
That's an excellent question. Where's the dog?
Where's the dog right now? Should we do a meanwhile with the dog?
I can draw the dog.
I guess I've forgotten.
I can draw the dog.
Where did we leave the dog? Okay, because I don't think we've touched on the dog in a while. Aside from the last time we had the dog was happy talking about eating skeletal Bluto bones. So the dog is somewhere on stage. Or is the dog on stage?
No, he was on stage because we covered him when we did all those like what each person was thinking kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly, because he was talking about skeletal Bluto.
Oh.
He was thinking about skeletal Bluto bones.
Then the dog on stage can confront Bluto with while holding onto one of his Bluto bones.
The dog takes his chance. Is that your caption?
I think so.
The dog sees his chance.
So you're taking panel 5 then.
Okay.
And then and it's the dog seizes the opportunity. Right? And if you're taking panel 5, I'm taking panel 6.
Okay.
What's he going after though in the Bluto bones? Is he going after his shins?
The bones.
No, I know, but his whole body is a bones. Like, is he gonna go after his clavicle? Like, what's the dog gonna do?
I don't know, bones.
Was there ever a character design for the dog?
No, he's a dog. He's a mutt.
He's a dog. Like I said, I don't really have model sheets for these characters.
Everybody draws them all differently, and it's actually really cool in that regard. I think.
Yeah.
So however you want to draw the dog is cool with us.
Okay. So the dog's gonna seize this opportunity to go after Bluto, and Shinbone says Magic Marmot, and
you like the clavicle idea? Come on.
Now, would Philo be hurt by Armand that he had another lover with Ratchet Oil that was also with Bluto?
I don't think Philo's in any position to judge, and I don't think Philo is a judgmental person. I think he would be like, yeah, everyone's got a pass.
Okay.
Maybe it would give us something to talk and laugh about in the future together. Dude, what were you doing with Ratchet Oil? That was a weird moment in time, wasn't it? Oh yeah, man, you had no idea. I was drinking a lot back then. You know what I mean?
Magic Marmot says no, but he'd be confused. You know, like, oh no. Okay, so Sally Turtle Raphael, maybe behind Sally Turtle Raphael, a door opens and we see some mushroom rebels.
How did they get there?
How did they not get there? They, mitosis. I don't know.
Philo is learning about polyamory, says Magic Marmot.
bus.
Chill guy.
Says Magic Marmot. That's how they got there, is a bus. I mean, yeah, I guess Philo took a rocket ship, but you know, they have their ways. They're mushrooms. All they have to do is just convey the message, and then the mushrooms pop up over here, right?
Yeah, it's true. Eh? They grow. They're a giant fungi network.
Yeah, I think maybe
like the swamp thing.
I think the caption is like the rebellion shows up, right?
Sure, and
Yeah.
then the dog naturally takes over.
Yeah.
As leader of the Mushroom Rebellion, like he was before. The Che Guevara outfit shows up again.
Rebellion has 2 L's.
Yes.
Rebellion. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Someday I will know how to spell. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll have Sally Turtle Raphael back here.
Marmot says that the caption should be "The Mushroom Rebellion arrives."
The Mushroom Rebellion arrives, not the Rebellion arrives. The Rebellion shows up.
No, I have to admit, I like the Mushroom Rebellion.
Okay. If I could spell arrives correctly.
Now Bluto is just has his, should Bluto have his be in the state of shock where he has his hands up, or do you think he should have his hands more reserved back like this?
I can't see because it's not centered.
Okay.
I don't know. He's got to look like a skeleton. Don't forget.
Oh, I thought you wanted the dog with a Bluto bone in his mouth attacking Bluto, who has not been attacked yet, like the pre-attack shot. Like the showdown.
Sure. That's your interpretation. That works. He's being attacked.
You know what? If there's gonna be more attack, then I got an idea. Hold on, let me try something.
No, I thought it was gonna be a dog trying to rip apart Bluto.
Well, he started to, but then the mushrooms show up, and when the mushrooms show up, he's not like a dog anymore. He's like leader of the Mushroom Rebellion.
Well, I just got an idea to make it more like an attack. Just have the dog lunge at him, like
giant teeth out,
with the bone in his mouth.
Agree, says Kay.
Oh my god! It's like the shot of the bear from Cocaine Bear. You remember the shot?
Haven't seen it yet. It's on my list. I'm just always behind on media because I got a little girl and it limits my time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So without spoiling the movie, there's a shot in the trailer where the Cocaine Bear it's like chasing the ambulance, and it's like really high intense, and the trailer ends with this mid shot of the bear slow-mo lunging at the back of the ambulance before it cuts to black.
Yeah.
That's what I realized I should do with the dog. Just have him ready to go for the attack, and then before it cuts.
Nice.
You know, I think I'm gonna give some of these mushrooms like bandoliers of bullets.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know, I think like one of them should have like an assault rifle.
Assault rifle.
You know, like
I don't know who came up with that image, but of the super cute mushroom with this like the knife, you know, like the big knife.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go for like kind of a Rambo look for a lot of these guys. Let's see. Have you seen Millions of Beavers? Not yet. It's on my list.
Beavers. I haven't seen it yet, but millions of my friends are telling me I got to, and I will.
That
and Frosty are on my Christmas to-do list.
Somebody said, have we watched the universe?
No, have we seen Hundreds of Beavers? It's this weird Canadian absurd movie that's
Oh,
apparently so insane you have to see it, but it's hilarious as well.
all right.
You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this an audience of Philos. You know, like all in shock. Oh no.
The mushrooms are here.
Well, no, they don't know that yet.
Oh,
no, the mushrooms just showed up. Yeah, just about what's on stage, you know? It's just, oh no.
Okay, let me try to get this. Okay, I'm gonna use my time wisely. I think after this, I'm gonna get into the drawing.
Oh, okay. If you're not even inking yet, then I'm gonna take some time with this drawing.
Oh, I'm
slow
about
down.
to. I'm about to. I'm just trying to define the silhouette because I have the pose ready.
No, I was just drawing fast, but I'll slow down a little.
Okay.
But yeah, you gotta.
There we go. I think I got it. Just making sure Bluto's form is well defined.
I know what I can do.
No, I was rewatching the old not rewatching, what am I saying? I was thinking back to the old Popeye movie with Robin Williams, and that was made in 1981.
Yeah.
Robert Altman!
Yep.
Probably one of his most accessible movies he's ever made.
Yeah.
Pret-a-porter. No, but even that wasn't very accessible.
He tried.
That village is still up?
It is.
Yeah, it's still on the island.
Oh, wow.
People live there.
Great. Where is it located again?
I want to say somewhere in Greece.
All right. We'll get started on the inking.
Yeah, it was interesting because it was Robin Williams. It was his first movie role. And, he was really Sardinia, says Kay. But he was really trying to prove that he could act. That he was more than just, silly guy. Don't forget, the man went to Juilliard.
Yeah. Yeah, people forget Robin Williams was a really terrific dramatic actor. I'm trying to think of one of his best roles. I think there was a film called The Awakening, which had Max von Sydow, and he played the psychologist. And he was, and I think it was one of his. I know there was a Dead Poet Society, but I think this is I think that Dead Poet Society was one of his first dramatic acting roles.
Did you ever see?
He won an Emmy for his role in Homicide. He was a special guest on one episode of that old TV show.
Yeah. Did you ever see his movie, The Final Cut?
The Final Cut.
Yeah, it was sci-fi.
I don't think I've seen it before.
So, in this world, everybody has like a microchip put in their brain before they're born that records everything that you experience. And so when you die, there are editors that make a final cut of your life. And that is how you are remembered, right? But the thing is not everybody is a good person. Not everybody, does 100% good things in their lives. And so there's controversy in this world as to like how much power editors have over how people are remembered, like if they're powerful people and things like that. And anyway, Robin Williams plays one of these editors. I don't want to give away too much, but it's a powerful performance. It's really good. Yeah, and it's subtle sci-fi. It's like sci-fi where it's like the technology feels like it could exist in our world.
to see that. Let me see.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Hmm.
More than Mork from Orc. Yeah. Gosh, what was the one that he did with Terry Gilliam where he plays the homeless guy?
Fisher King.
Fisher King, thank
Fisher
you.
King.
When he did that one, Terry Gilliam, I guess there was this one particular scene where his character is having hallucinations, and he kept doing it to the point that like Terry Gilliam's like he was hurting himself, right? And it was like, no, we got the shot. You can stop now, right? But he was so intense on getting it right. He was an interesting person.
Yeah. He was an interesting person indeed. I'm trying to think. I do know I didn't see Fisher King yet, but I do know from what I've read is that Rick Heinrich, who is a regular collaborator with Tim Burton, and eventually he worked with Joe Johnston on The Wolfman and then Captain America: The First Avenger film. And he also infamously worked with Rian Johnson on Star Wars: The Last Jedi. All as a production designer too.
Let's see. I'm just giving the hint of the rebellion showing up.
I'm gonna
Just
try.
the hint. Just a dash of a rebellion.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, it probably would help if Sally Jesse or Sally Turtle Raphael had a top of a head.
Where is she?
Jeremy, can you center your image?
Sure. It's getting there. I still have to finish the dog. Does it look okay?
I think so. Yeah, you've been doing great today.
Thank you. All right. It doesn't have to look perfect, so I will just let me try to release. There we go.
Yeah, perfect is the enemy of done.
Oh yeah. Ooh, let me at least fix this. Let me fix this little thing. Let me move on to the dog. Oh, while we're still on the subject of Bluto, I've got to share this before I forget. When I was a kid, or not a kid, but when I was in college, when I was an undergrad, I used to want to see, like as a comedy bit, a parody of Kingdom Hearts called Empire Arteries. And it was supposed to be, like, you know how Disney's a mash between Square Enix and Disney?
Mm-hmm.
I had this idea, like, what if there was this parody of it called Empire Arteries, and it was a mix between Namco and Paramount. And I had this one pairing where, you know how Pete and Maleficent are teamed up in Kingdom Hearts and kind of produces Team Rocket? I had this idea where it's Bluto and Heihachi from Tekken just teaming up, going around, screwing around with the world of Paramount.
I don't know Tekken that well, so I know Bluto more.
Heihachi Mishima was the main antagonist of the Tekken franchise. Basically, he was like this really corrupt man who threw his son off a cliff to see if he would climb back up.
Nice.
And then the son vowed revenge.
Oh, good. So, a good family man. Good.
And when his son finally fulfilled his role of throwing him off the cliff, he just looked at the camera and smiled.
Of course.
Good.
It's based. Just like, yep, took care of him, didn't I?
Let's see. Actually, let's do this. Let's put them in shadow and then blacken them up a little bit. Yeah, I'll darken them like this. Haha. That way it looks sneakier. Like they just kind of snuck in there. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try something.
There we go.
It's gonna be, I'm gonna make the caption, it was at this moment Pluto knew. He fucked up. Effed up.
Yeah, but remember to write in the captions before you draw. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh boy, I forgot. Hold on. Let me get it. There we go. Got it.
Let's see.
I still have to fix the dog. This will be easy. I'm just going to make it look... Whoop. Wrong ink.
Which panel number are you working on again?
Me?
Yeah.
This was, I think, panel 5.
Okay, excellent. So I'll jump to panel 7 then, because I'm done.
Okay.
Well, you do that one.
I think I'm just about done. Let me just...
if you're just about done, then you can probably do panel 7.
Okay, let me just get the light. There we go.
So while Kate collects the old ones, I collect the new ones.
Oh, the dolls?
Yeah.
Is that one of your new Monster High dolls?
Yeah, I just got her. She's part of the Generation 3. She's the daughter of the, I don't know, I guess the creature of the Black Lagoon. She's like a monster
Ooh, wait. You're moving around too much. She's too blurry. I like her Sailor Moon hair.
All right, I'm done.
Her pants are really cool too. See, they're just like regular cargo shorts, but then there's this mesh bit. And then there's these like sort of see-through floral bell bottoms.
Nice.
The other thing that's cool too is look at her legs. They're like they're sort of see-through and blue.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Now, wait, are her shoes part of the same mold as her legs?
No, you can take them off.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm ready for the next panel.
All right, awesome. So you'll do panel 7, then I'll do panel 8.
Okay, let's see. What's happening in panel 7 and 8?
We haven't decided yet.
Okay, let's see. Well, if I'm doing panel 7 and panel 5 is Bluto getting attacked by the dog, who is... Let me think.
So what happens in panel 6 after Bluto gets attacked by the dog is the Mushroom Rebellion arrives.
Okay.
And so this is the Mushroom Rebellion arriving.
Okay, I'll think of that. Let me caption it first.
Okay, so let's see. Magic Marmot says Philo escapes the chaos, right? Now, does the rebellion come in and then there's chaos and then Philo escapes? Or Philo escapes and then the Mushroom Rebellion comes in?
Why did Philo try to escape? Is he afraid of the Mushroom Rebellion?
Why is the Mushroom Rebellion there? To grab their leader?
Yes, that could be an excellent answer.
Is they're like, hey, dog.
Favorite.
I'm trying to think. Hey, dog. That's
so my doll also came with this awesome jellyfish backpack.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes.
That's really cute. I like the fact that the zipper is like a little bonefish.
And this is her buddy Neptuna.
Nice. That's very cool.
She's got sunglasses, so I'm gonna put them on her.
So okay, so Mushroom Rebellion arrives. I would say end attacks.
And
What? All the Philos?
I don't know.
They dump ice cream everywhere. They rebel by dumping ice cream everywhere.
I don't know. I would say they're there for a reason, and so they would probably.
I like that they're coming to get their leader back.
Yeah. So just your caption is "Hey dog," and they're coming to get their leader back.
Hey dog.
In their panel.
Hey dog, come back here.
Hey dog, come back here. Lead us. Hey dog, lead us.
We need you.
We need you.
Oh, that's better. Hey dog, we need you.
We need you. We need you. Okay, so we'll do that. And then, so do we spend a panel of the dog leaving? Do we spend a panel like, oh, hi, Tangent? Do we spend a panel of like what's going on with like Philo? Okay, so we got Bluto with the check, but he just got attacked by the dog, right? We got Ratchet Oil just revealed all this stuff to Philo. Armand's on stage; he hasn't done anything for a bit. We got Sally Turtle Raphael, and we have established that the studio is full of Philos.
I think Armand should interact with the dog somehow, and that facilitates the dog's transition to being a leader for the rebellion again. No? Right, Magic Marmot says rebellion first, there's too much chaos.
Yeah, Philo is confused and overloaded and needs to escape. Maybe that's the caption.
Well, maybe the dog, once he's got the bone, suddenly is aware of Philo and what Philo needs because he's this dog, and he somehow manages to whisk Philo away.
But maybe
to Armand, and Armand whisks Philo away.
But I'm wondering if Philo is confused and overloaded and needs to escape is the caption.
I just got this good idea.
You know, like because there's so much going on, and we need, you know, he's the focus, right? And it's just been so much for him.
Maybe he has like a Zen meditative place he can go.
Yeah.
Maybe the mushrooms have a secret place for him and they whisk him away.
Well, they did have their tea ceremony, but it was under the threat of death, but that was under the old regime. So, you know, we don't know if like the tea ceremony is no longer under the threat of death.
Okay. I got this.
Just says his dog keeps putting his paw on him when he stops petting him. Doggies. That means, why are you stopping? How dare you?
I got this one. I have an idea for the panel. They say, hey dog, we need you. They're carrying him, and the dog is just giving this devious grin. Just like a my dog Jackson. They take him in like a leader, and the dog is just too happy to even care.
He's just like, yay, they want me.
Yeah, but you guys, he loves Philo a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Philo's his dude, right? Is human.
I kind of think he's a little bit like the dog in Wallace, like in Gromit. He's like Gromit in Wallace and Gromit. He's a lot smarter than people let on. Or realize, rather.
Let's see. So I'm trying to get him. Oh, I think I have to do it like this. The paw looks broken. His paw, all dogs' paw, when they're like lining up, they would go like this, right? Their paw retracts like this.
You have to center your screen for us to see it.
Okay.
Ah, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah. Thank you.
The little mushrooms are very cute.
Yeah, the mushroom people are very cute.
I think I got the dog's pose down too. I love this dog. He's all like, yeah. Like, yeah, I love this.
No.
Oh, dog needs belly rubs.
Oh yeah, just like my dog Jackson.
Well, the dog's already on his back. He's ready for belly rubs in that picture.
Try it this way.
Yeah, there's Armand next to him. I'll have Armand kind of notice Philo's moments.
You know, I don't know how much of a leader that dog is now. He looks like an absolute pushover at this point.
Oh, because he's just, well, maybe they're just happy because he's a good leader.
Yeah.
He's a good dog.
He's the anatomy of a good dog. They need it. All that he cares is that they need him, and he's happy they need him. Plus, I was also inspired by the fact, fun story, Sean von Gorman, I've met him several times. He and I are mutuals. He's really cool. He was an artist on the IDW Star Trek series.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to meet him. This was like one of the follow-up meetups I had to meet him at one of the tables he was tabling at Brooklyn Comic Fest, at a Brooklyn Arts Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And my dog Jackson was there to see him too. And at one point, he immediately went for the table scraps near his table. He tried to go for chicken bones. We stopped him.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped him, and we picked him up. And Jackson just gave this giant grin, similar to what you see here. And just Sean von Gorman just went. He's got a devious smile.
Aw. Good. Your dog should have a devious smile.
Yep. And every time me and Sean run into each other and Jackson's there, he shares the story, framing it as Jackson went for his chicken bones and gave the grin, and he said Jackson gave this smile saying, "I ate your chicken bones, and I'll do it again, too."
Yeah.
No guilt, no shame.
That's my dog.
Our dog is so single-minded for people food that he thinks he's being sneaky as he slowly edges towards the table in front of all of us, and he's just waiting for one of us to be distracted so he can snatch. Usually we catch him, so it never happens, but sometimes he's good.
My previous dog, Bruno, who was a Border Collie mix, he would always wait to see if there's food at the table scraps. And at one point, this was when I was 15 years old, he jumped up to the kitchen table to eat my dinner plate. He was trying to grab the pasta. We were trying to get him off the table, and his head was sideways, trying to still trying to eat the food.
Yep. That sounds like a dog.
He's like, "Oh,
come
on,
like a dog.
I'm hungry."
No, I remember I had this one dog, Sheba, growing up, who, my mom used to host Thanksgiving every year. And because we lived out in California, November's nice. And so we were going to eat outside for Thanksgiving, and my mom had the entire setup, the table set up and everything, and there was this potato salad in the middle of the table. And so she's calling the family in the house and everything. The kids are playing video games. The guys are out front playing croquet and stuff. And then she comes out back and she was going, and the potato salad. And so my mom yanks the dog off and then just kind of stirred up the potato salad because no one else saw. She didn't tell us for years.
Oh man, I'm glad. I wouldn't want to have known that.
Yeah, like I said, she didn't tell us for years. She didn't tell us until like I don't know, 10 years later that she did that. Yeah.
Oh, doggies. The amount of sandwiches and chicken.
Doggies are so good. Oh.
They are, even when they're slobbering all over you.
As one of my peers said, one of my other art friends said, dogs are like our children.
They didn't follow that up with anything. They just said dogs are like your children.
I'm kind of sharing a half version of that analogy. I think they said in more detail how when we get older, our pets are like our children. Something about how it's sort of like a light version of parenthood.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, having pets preps some people for parenthood.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, here's this thing that breathes and survives off of you and you need to feed it and all these sorts of things, right? And a lot of people that wouldn't otherwise have that experience of taking care of something, right? And before having a child, will do that with a pet,
mm-hmm.
right? I don't know. It's just, when I was in parent classes and stuff, when we first had Annabelle, there were some parents that had no idea how to take care of their kids because they had never even had pets before. And it's like, you mean you never fed a dog? You never took it outside to go to the bathroom like in your life? Yeah, it kind of blew my mind that they never had that experience that the rest of us seems to have had.
Mm-hmm.
My mom calls her dog the grand puppy because she's not getting grandkids from me. That's fair. That works. Let's see. I gotta find something that's I'm using all my anime backgrounds in Clip Studio Paint. Ian, can you shut the door? Yeah, I'm trying to find something really dark and dismal.
Aww.
Okay, I think I got the dog. The dog is zoom in. The dog is needed. I think I got it. I better fix the faces.
Okay, let's see. Image, material, no. 3D, no. Download, no. Paper textures, no. Pencils, no. Grit and grain, no. Material, no. No! I don't want any of this. Okay. Okay, I know what we'll do. We'll do something really, really freaking nasty.
Okay, what's this?
Really dark and nasty. That's what we'll do. And then we'll do this zip tone. And then we'll just cut into it.
Okay. I did panel 7. I think it's complete. Now I need to do... Who's going to do panel 9?
I am still on panel 8, so you are on panel 9.
Okay.
Good night, Robin. Okay.
Where's Robin?
I think Robin fell asleep, so I'm saying good night, Robin.
Okay. Let me try to see what the last one is. So panel 8 was the puppy, the dog getting escorted by the mushroom people.
Yeah.
This is Philo. Probably. What's going on with Philo?
So Philo is having a mental breakdown. Just a sec. I'm getting there.
So then it makes sense to continue that mental breakdown?
That does not look good. Okay, what I'm going to do instead of that is do a mask over this. So then that way I can cut back into it. Math selection. Okay, there we go. And then that way I can do this. So yeah, he's having a mental breakdown. Basically, the caption down here is Philo is confused and overloaded and needs to escape. Oh. And I'm having Armand. I know it's kind of hard to see. Here, let me put myself up here. Let's see. Is Robin still asleep?
Yeah. No, I'm here.
I'm okay, you're here. Okay, good.
I was actually, as soon as you turned me off, I was like, hi.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. I just, you know, you look so comfortable.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So
but it's also 10:30.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a tough, hardworking woman, and you know, I made a whole Philo commandment about it.
Oh, Armand is giving him some help.
Yeah, it's giving him like comfort.
There.
Yeah, a little. There's his little there.
Yeah.
There.
That's awesome. I love his eye. It's so like warm.
Well, yeah, because you know, Philo's having this moment, and Armand's the only one that noticed it, right? You know, he's very empathetic to Philo's needs.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's see. Okay. I think the child analogy totally works. Using people baby their pets a lot, even if they do have kids, or maybe even especially when they have kids. Also, hi, Jeremy. Finally logged in to comment. Yay!
Let's see. So, yeah, Armand is comforting Philo. So, let me see how to end this. Let's see.
By the way, we are technically 2 minutes over. So, if you don't want to draw a panel, you don't have to.
Okay. My hands are getting a little tired, so I think I might want to give it a rest.
Yeah, I think this is a good breaking point anyway in the story. And you know, you were a fantastic guest. And like look where we are. Look where Philo is. And we have everybody in here, and gosh, we're so close to a finale. We really are.
All right.
We really, really, really are. We're so close. Okay. So just kind of reviewing where we started for this particular episode. They're still on Sally Turtle Raphael, but we now have the rebellion there. We have Nurse Ratchet Oil's story. We have a giant check on stage, and Bluto's been attacked at least once. So I think we're headed in a good direction. Let me close down the art windows and bring up these windows right here. So I want to thank everybody for joining us this evening for the insanity that is Philo for episode 48. Jeremy Fuscaldo, thank you so much for being my guest tonight. And
thanks, Jeremy.
You know, it's crazy, and you kept up with me, and I appreciate that. And you know, I gotta get you to center your screen. That's the only thing I gotta get you to do. But aside from that, you know, like it was a fantastic show, and I'm gonna have you again. And yeah, we'll see you in the future. And then of course, Miss Robin, my wonderful co-host and a better half, and who knows more about comics than I do. And I think this is my favorite Monster Girls doll that you had, because I like the creature from the Black Lagoon. So
yeah, she's got really cool ears and fins on her arms. She's a cool one. I like her.
All right, we will see you next week. And everybody in chat, thank you for joining us again for Philo, and I will see you next week for episode 49 Oh gosh, who do I have? I have somebody next week. Who do I have? Episode 49 is going to be Steve Troop. And so, yeah, we'll have Steve Troop next week, and I will see you then. Have a good one.